to another video. It's been so long. I'm finally not sick anymore. I mean, mostly at least. Today we're watching Amazing Cultivation Simulator review by SsethTzeentach. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Yippee.
Hey people, Seth here. Are you easily entertained by seeing numbers get higher?
Yes, I play Balatro.
Would you like to play the equivalent of that, except all the buttons have been replaced with Chinese symbols? Do you have a burning interest in Chinese martial arts, Taoism, or the pursuit of immortality? Then I invite you to see where my life has spiraled out of control for the past 2 months.
I was gonna ask, is this game only in Chinese, but apparently not.
Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Keep in mind, I only paid money for this after 50 hours.
my
I've been playing this for so long that all my ads are in Chinese. Amazing Cultivation Simulator is
Wait.
playing this for so long that all my
What the fuck is this? What is this? 3 stars, 2 ratings, not available at the moment. What is this?
ads are in Chinese. Amazing Cultivation Simulator is a love letter to Chinese wushu novels, essentially Chinese sword fantasy. The word is like a sound because it's meant to sound like a sword swipe. In the novels, cultivation is the cultivation of one's internal qi through practice, martial arts, meditation, whatever. And qi is the vital breath or essence of our living world, according to the same people who stick needles in your back. The end goal of cultivation is, of course, immortality, and that is what this whole game is about. Essentially, you're going to take a small group of Chinese rice farmers and turn them into demigods. To begin, I need to dispel any notion at all that this is Chinese RimWorld.
I should play RimWorld, or I guess I could play this game, but holy shit.
I do this by comparing them directly. For example, we need a refrigerator. I'm going to build one. We need a refrigerator. I'm going to drop the frozen soul of a demon and reduce the temperature to absolute 0. The room is too cold. We need air conditioning.
Wait, what? What do you mean absolute 0? Nice fridge, I guess.
The room is too cold. Rebuild it out of wood and make the bed out of fire. Now, our disciple won't die of frostbite. He'll die of heat stroke. My colonist is crippled, disabled, and completely geriatric.
Oh,
so
no,
the cheapest option is to
dementia.
put him down. My disciple is an old, disabled nugget. We have regrown each of his limbs. Also, he's now a 14-year-old boy. We're under attack by bandits. We should get inside to safety. A man just decapitated my best friend from over 10 kilometers away with a flying fedora. Once you get past the obvious comparisons, you'll never mistake this game for anything else. To begin, you'll need to go through the tutorial. It's very quick and gives you a bit of background to the story. Unfortunately, the English voice acting is questionable.
Well, I mean, honestly, if a game has voice acting, even though it doesn't really need it, I feel like, yeah, it is that. Yes, I have played Snail Simulator. There's Snail Simulator on Steam. I don't wanna advertise it or anything, but I think it's only like €2 or something. But yeah.
This is a fantasy game, so the sound of
it's a
women
furry.
is optional. In contrast, the music is lovely and the visuals are gorgeous. Completing the tutorial unlocks the actual game, which is clearly and unambiguously labeled Classic, which upon clicking will show a huge list of sliders and
Oh my god. What the heck?
settings to scare away the casual guilo. Don't touch anything, just hit confirm. Next, you're gonna get trolled by the Chinese because the developers think it's really funny that
Wait, was it XDD?
You're gonna get trolled by the Chinese because
Wait, why did I see why was XDD in my mind? Wait, am I stupid? Am I stupid? Why did I say XDD? I think I'm hallucinating. I'm hallucinating. What the heck? I might be losing it. What the heck?
The developers think it's really funny that there's an almost certain guarantee that you just rolled a Yao Guai as one of your starting characters.
Whoa. I mean...
Let me explain, white boy. In this world, you can cultivate as either a human or a yaoguai, which translates to monster, but really we're referring to demons.
Wait! Oh, you can have like a bunny person too. You can be like a bunny. Oh my god!
Yaoguai, henceforth referred to as yogurts, are animals that have gained sentience and become humanoid. However, their existence is unnatural, and eventually they have to face tribulation from the heavens. It's sort of like God's punishment for being a furry.
I was gonna say that! I was gonna say that! You can be a freaking furry in this game! Oh my god!
Wish I knew that before. I lost my first waifu to a storm cloud. But because the random character selection randomizes race, and 11 out of 12 of those races are different flavors.
Wait, what the heck? Rabbit, chicken, wolf, snake, boar, bear, turtle, frog, cat, bullfrog? Is there a snail? Probably not.
Of yogurt, you're very likely to land that. Until you know what you're doing, I don't recommend starting with dairy products. But if you want to speedrun the game, I recommend starting as the fastest animal on land. A turtle. You'll starve to death before you even reach the dinner table.
Bruh, that sucks. Imagine playing as a turtle and you're just slow. I would hate that. That would be the worst, you know? Is a snail furry a slimy? I think so, right? Wait, because like snakes and stuff are scalies, right? And then obviously like cats and dogs are furries. And then yeah, snails should be slimy probably. Snails are also slow. Okay, true, actually. I can't start as a snail either because it's just gonna be awful gameplay.
On this point, there's not much advice I can give. You're gonna suffer, and you're gonna learn from the experience. So, pick your starting perks and get into the game. Everybody recommends True Sun Refining as your starting law because it's got very simple progression. And if you make a mistake, worst case scenario, you'll just die in horrific agony. If you follow the plot, the entirety of a Taiyi sect has been annihilated. You and a handful of others are the only survivors. Why was it destroyed, and by who? Whomst did this? Are questions you'll have to answer if you want to uncover the mystery of a Taiyi sect. But
cool.
Right now, your primary concern is survival. To help, a mysterious cultivator who was tight with your former sect leader drops by for the next 2 weeks. As long as he's alive, you're not gonna die. That is, unless you go to the bottom left of a map, in which case, you will both die. Let's get definitions going. You're running a sect, a school of cultivation. A sect has outer disciples that will happily do all of your mundane, tedious labor for a competitive salary of about $0. They're not slaves, as per se. We don't use that word here. It's more...
I mean, you gotta survive, right? I mean, maybe you don't earn $0, but at least you get to live. I don't know.
Or like an internship, which never ends. But through a high-intensity jujitsu program known as Foundation, they can become inner disciples. An inner disciple must choose one of the many supreme laws to follow, through which they cultivate a higher state of being. Their progress, abilities, and potential is largely determined by their character stats and background. Like RimWorld, everyone in this game generates with a random background, such as congenital defect, seashell collector, and effeminate male.
What?
Such as congenital defect, seashell collector, and
despite being a man, he has a somewhat feminine manner and personality. There's femboys and furries in this game?
effeminate male. The combination of stats will determine...
Not me! No, I'm not a femboy. I'm a girl. What
their
the heck?
compatibility with a chosen law. You start with just one, but you'll unlock the rest as the game goes on. Also, they don't have to eat, but they still do. It's not uncommon to see a cultivator feasting on ramen, even if there's currently a famine, especially if we're currently having a famine. Also, pro tip, you start with a single forming pill. This can instantly finish your foundation and give you an inner disciple right at the start. After promotion, you can go to the sect tab and hit establish a sect, and most importantly, give it a cool name. Once
BTS Army.
That happens, you have officially incorporated. The rest of the game opens up. Inner disciples don't work. They cultivate and get stronger. After all, this is Taoist Dragon Ball Z, but after incorporation, you can send them out to explore the world. There's two options, camp and adventure. Adventure sends them out on adventures. They leave and they come back. Camp sends them out to stay, and if you're so inclined, you can physically enter the map and plunder a village. At the start, your map's gonna look like this. Immediately, you're gonna notice something. One, there's barely any locations because you haven't discovered them, and two, if you try to explore the red zones, you're gonna come home in a body bag because that's not your territory. So whose is it? A great way to find out is to visit them directly and prank them by sneaking inside their school. Once they catch you, they'll give you a proper introduction, break your knees, snap your spine, and gouge your eyes out.
What the fuck? Is RimWorld like that too? I mean, I know that RimWorld is also kind of grim sometimes. It's grim world, you know. But like, what the heck? What the heck?
The other sects aren't very sociable, but diplomacy is important because if they felt so inclined, they could obliterate us. To even get an audience with them, you have to make an offering. Your offering doesn't matter. Each time they're gonna call you a broke-ass bitch anyway. That's why we wait for a cow to defecate, mark it as the trade area, and send our gift. Now you can trade. In a world of immortality, money is an abstract concept, so we're working on a purely barter-based economy. However, we still have a form of currency, and yes, it's complete
I heard that. Wait, I heard that.
barter-based economy. However, we still
How ramen noodles became king of prison currencies. Okay, you guys, while I was sick, I scrolled a lot, okay? When I was sick, I scrolled a lot. And, well, where was that? I saw a man. Was that on Reddit? I don't remember. There was a man who made like dolls in prison, like life-size dolls, and they were being used for exactly what you think they were being used. But then everyone in the comments was like, that man has to be like the richest guy in prison. He has to have the most ramen and stuff. And that's how I found out about ramen actually being prison currency, you know? It's actually kind of insane. For theories or anatomy lessons, yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
will have a form of currency, and yes, it's completely edible. Spirit stones are the chocolate coins of this world. You can trade them during break time for Pokemon cards, or consume them directly to restore a small amount of diabetes. In this case, they restore a small amount of chi, so they function as both a store of wealth and a means of exchange. Each sect offers something different for ridiculous amounts of money, and even if you have a stacks to pay for it, we're not selling. That would be like selling weapons to your enemy. And how do we know we can trust you? So you have to butter them up. This is mainly done by asking people across the world whether the leader of a sect prefers cats or dogs and gifting him the appropriate kind of meat. Let's return to matters back at home. Feng Shui is a Chinese system of thought governing spatial arrangement and orientation.
I've heard that. They have Feng Shui in Animal Crossing as well. Was it Reddit? I think it was. I'm not sure though.
In relation to the flow of chi. Have a look. Here's some simple Chinese alchemy that I expect you to memorize by about 200 hours of play. Why do I have to learn this? Because everything in this game is subject to Feng Shui. Everything has an element and they interact with one another. Water nourishes wood. Wood feeds fire. Fire cools to make the earth. Earth produces metal, and metal holds the water, allowing it to repeat the cycle.
Okay, so this is metal. What element am I? Am I like Earth? Or am I no, I should be, am I Earth or am I what is it called? Plant? Which one am I? That sounded a bit, okay, whatever.
Cycle. Okay, that's cool, Seth, but we don't have time for this.
The element? I mean, if we look at Pokemon types, I'm probably book, right? But I don't know about these elements.
Did my guy just die of heart palpitations? Why is the yin-yang symbol on this bedroom red? What the fuck does ominous mean? When in doubt, check the pentagram. Room of wood, bed of earth. Wood defeats earth, making the Feng Shui of a bedroom ominous. And if you sleep in that bedroom, you'll die of a heart attack. Replace the earth bed with a fire bed, and as wood feeds fire, the Feng Shui will become auspicious.
Okay, but how do I know if my bed is wood or fire? Because I know in Animal Crossing they did it by colors, but that's not really, you know, I don't think that's how it works. Snails are bugs? I don't think so, but I feel like it's still the Pokemon element that suits me most, right? Or Pokemon type, I guess. So yeah, what do you two, what Pokemon type am I? Write it in the comments. Oh, hello, Chio. Hello.
Which means good. However, if you sleep in that bedroom, you'll die of heat stroke. That's because fire and
What?
water control the temperature. In a more relevant...
Okay, so your bed is fire element, and then you just die because it's too hot. Another thing that I was worried about, okay. Another thing that I saw on Reddit this morning, I don't want to scare anyone, okay? But have you guys seen the story of a person? I don't know if was it a woman or a man. It doesn't really matter. There was someone who kind of saw like post-its. They found post-its like around the apartment, and about the landlord or something, and it said some like ominous messages, and they thought someone broke into their apartment, okay, and left the post-its there, but in reality they just forgot about it. They just forgot that they put the post-its there. Like they just suffered from really bad memory loss, and then it turned out that they had carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but then I got scared. I got scared of like carbon monoxide poisoning. Yes. It's actually insane, because like carbon monoxide, you can't smell it, right? You don't know. It's like a silent killer. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this in this silly video, but that's what the fire bed reminded me of. Anyway, you smell that? No, you don't. At least from what I've heard, it's like odorless, and it doesn't have like a unlike the fart. Maybe you don't have a brain, you're safe from carbon monoxide poisoning. Thank God. I think snails are weak dragon types. I mean, snails are kind of like dragons, yeah. Anyway, let's
bedroom, you'll die of heat stroke. That's because fire and water control the temperature. In a more relevant scenario, each of the supreme laws practiced by your cultivators has an element. Feng Shui affects the speed and success of their practice. So if you're a metal cultivator, you would avoid fire, as fire melts metal. However, if you told him to meditate in an empty room and fed him laxatives, the speed of his cultivation would increase with the volume of shit he produces.
What?
As feces is the element of earth, which promotes metal. If you're confused, I sympathize.
What?
There is no way you could possibly know that in Feng Shui, the orientation of a room's door is specific to its function. In other words, bedrooms face south, workshops east, and kitchens west. That's why everything in this game has a comment box, so you and your fellow Guilos can share ideas about what the hell is going on. Now, the main focus of this game is cultivation towards immortality, which can be summarized by the following post. You eat a pill, sit on your ass for several years, and once you're done, you go from rank 8 ping pong to rank 2 ching chong, which is still like 100 ranks below the heavenly golden dragon god emperor star ancestor. But it's okay, since there are still about 3,000 chapters to go, and all the big dick characters that could kill you with a fart are currently busy. So you can go and wipe out a Ding Dong clan, which obsessively wants you dead because you courted death by destroying the King Kong clan after its young master picked a fight.
I feel like the game is so unnecessarily complicated, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just too simple. Maybe my brain is not, my brain is not big enough to comprehend.
With you over your jade-like beauty childhood friend. Essentially, you're going to perform a bunch of opaque, esoteric,
Is this
and poorly
racism?
understood
Maybe.
processes to help you
I'm
reach
not
a
sure.
higher power level. There's 3 types of cultivation in this game, and I'm going to mispronounce all of them. Shandow, Shandow, and physical. Shandow is most relevant because it makes up 90% of the game. Your process of cultivation is derived from Chinese internal alchemy, where instead of a cauldron, you use your body, body, and instead of reagents, you use your chi to form a golden core. Think of a philosopher's stone, except backwards. That's what a golden core is. Instead of drinking the elixir of life, we are the elixir of life. Shandow is unique since you can transcribe your knowledge to a manual. This means a single cultivator can study from every other law and become exponentially more powerful. This can lead to interesting situations where someone might learn skills they really weren't supposed to, such as a male cultivator learning lunar form from the sunflower refining law, and by doing so, reversing his sex. Becoming female in this game results in the loss of your penis, which...
Wait, it just says phallus lost. Did you see that?
Reversing his sex. Becoming female...
Phallus 0%, Chad. And what percent is your phallus at? Is that a game or a doctorate? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Lost? I'm in debt? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry.
In this game results in the loss of your penis, which can be picked up and sold on the open market. You can even make money off this by regrowing your penis, which will, upon realizing that you're not meant to have...
What? Very hell... Wait, I'm so confused. Any percent speedrun. Yeah, phallus any percent.
Of one, detach immediately. Each time you harvest a crop of penis, you become the dick farmer. But I digress.
What?
To reach a higher power level, you have to perform a breakthrough. This is essentially a bottleneck in your training, which you have to overcome or you can't progress. Golden Core, however, is different. It is the single most important breakthrough of your career. Every condition has to be perfect. The season, the weather, the time of day, the mental state of a cultivator, the element of a room, the chi density, and the amount of chi flowing through the cultivator's meridians. Get all those right, and you just might get a better result than I did. I genuinely thought I did pretty good for my first time. Tier 9, I thought to myself, that's a pretty high number. Tier 9 is the lowest tier of Golden Core. It is trash. Literally, swallow a rebirth pill and reincarnate yourself, my man. You fucked up. Early on, your Golden Cores are gonna suck, but with experience comes knowledge, and once you learn how, you'll be making some fat cores on a regular. Then there's Shandow cultivation.
Oh my
Instead
God.
of cultivating your chi, you take in the chi of others through worship. Belief is power, and the more people believe in you, the more powerful you become. Once you establish yourself as a divine being with a realm of heaven, you can be the petty god you've always wanted.
So you just become the leader of a cult. Is that what I'm getting from this? Is that how it works? And that's gonna make you powerful?
Rule, I only answer bad prayers. Drought, bandits, famine, refuse. Don't waste my time.
Turn into a VTuber? Am I a cult? Are you guys a cult? I guess. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, right?
You wish that tomorrow
Just become a VTuber.
Your favorite brothel prostitute hasn't been taken? Granted. You want your boss to step in dog shit? Granted. You want the guy who stole from you to be struck by lightning? My pleasure. You want those annoying neighbors next door to die in horrific agony? Me too. You want someone to celebrate your birthday with you this year? Granted. At some point.
For the greater good too. Do we get ropes? No, you guys get shells. You guys get shells. You're doing an Americas, buddy. You're called to stop. I didn't do anything.
I learned to stop worrying and love Shandow. Also, they get the most ridiculous titles. Just imagine that every prayer addressed to you has to be prefaced with, Dear Primordial, True Venerated, Great Pardon, Supreme Virtue, Venerated Holy Emperor.
What? Chad, I mean, you know what to address me as, okay? You know what to address me as now. Primordial, true, venerated. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even understand half of these words. What's primordial, venerated? Venerated? It's venerated twice. What the heck? I don't know what is venerated? Mip this stinky, no! Oh, great snailness, please grant me 100% PP. Yeah, if you're part of the MIP cult, you get 100% phallus. I don't know. unless you're a woman, but I feel like most people who watch this aren't women, so it's okay. Hey Stink, stop! You need to call me. God damn it. See, this is the difference. This is why I can't be a cult leader, because my chat is just calling me Stinky.
Primordial, true venerated, great pardon, supreme virtue,
No.
venerated holy emperor. That
Supreme.
leaves us with physical cultivation. What is physical cultivation? It's an inner disciple that spent the last 50 days remolding his phallus due to the mental state bonus of having a
What? Why is it okay? Why is such a big part of this game about phalluses? I'm so confused.
that
Wait,
spent the last 50 days physical cultivation. What is physical cultivation? It's an inner disciple that spent the last 50 days remolding his phallus.
what does that mean? What does remolding your phallus mean? Does it mean what I think it means? What the heck? What the fuck? What? Physical cultivation, Chad. Just call it physical cultivation from now on, I guess.
Due to the mental state bonus
It's not gooning, it's physical cultivation.
of having a gigantic penis, he is now physically immune to depression. In all
What? So if your phallus is at 100% or more than 100%, you're immune to depression. Okay, I see how it is. I see, okay. I'm learning a lot today.
seriousness, you take a mortal and you turn him into a Super Saiyan. Every body part, limb, joint, bone, and organ of your body you can remold until you become Goku. And then you give him intense PTSD so he can channel those repressed memories to increase his attack power from 1 million to 7 million and one-shot the entire game. Also, since every yogurt comes from a different animal, they all have unique anatomy that's different to humans, which means for every
that
species
makes
of
sense.
demon you turn to physical cultivation, there's tissue, bones, and organs not found anywhere else. In other words, fuck your opposable thumbs. I
Wait, what?
got vertebrae fused to my carapace. Sooner or later,
Okay, so if you're a furry person, I guess you're probably not cultivating your phallus. You're cultivating, I don't know, your tail?
your sect is going to be attacked by bandits, demons, or other cultivators, with the exception of physical cultivators, which remove organs with their bare hands. Shandow and Shandow cultivators fight using artifacts. What is an artifact? Well, anything. A Kleenex tissue, a bowl of ramen, a bag of flour, a bucket of water, a pile of shit, severed male
artifact?
genitalia. As long as you enchant it, you can use it. Preferably, try to enchant an actual weapon. Although you can't deny it's very demoralizing to see your fellow bandit get decapitated by blue fabric summer shirt.
Oh god. My favorite artifact, the tissue. My favorite artifact, a can of monster. I like using the word artifact for random items. I like that. What's your guys' favorite artifact? The deadliest shirt. Yeah, deadly blue shirt.
Combat is basically your guys sit around and watch as their artifacts cut everyone to pieces.
What?
It's pretty fun to watch, especially larger battles where the sky is nothing but swords. Of course, no cultivation is complete without embracing
fryer. Oh, that's a
traditional
good
Chinese
artifact.
medicine. That's right. Alchemy. Here's a good summary of what alchemy is like. Change the weather. Lose 20 years of your natural lifespan.
No, I didn't see. There was nothing. There is nothing, guys. No, you didn't see it. You didn't
May
see
sound
it.
bad until you visit the local Chinese pharmacy and pop a pill which adds 500, another which adds 280, and wash it all down with some mineral water which adds another 99. Now the only thing you have to cure is perpetual
Oh.
baby face, which is
Nine. Okay. I guess you could just. Okay, cool.
a common symptom when you have a lifespan of 3,000. You want something done? Yeah, there's a pill for that. Obesity? No problem. Not obese enough? I gotcha. Would you like to prank a demon? Force feed him a rebirth pill and he'll reincarnate right back into a piece of pork on your dinner plate. The cycle
Okay, but I mean, Ozempic exists in real life too. But babyface, there's not a cure to babyface, as far as I know.
Well, karma is a...
It's kind of funny though, because I was thinking earlier that the characters, they looked, you know.
Gotcha. Waiting done?
Wait,
yeah, there's a
where are
which is
they?
a...
Here. Like, what the fuck? Look at the muscles and then the face. Wait, that's a guy? Okay.
common symptom when you go pre-birth pill. Cycle of karma.
Yeah, I have a bit of a baby face. I'm not what is it? I can't do the selfie authentication on Twitter to say that I'm over 18. It's not working. I'm not even joking. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to put myself in a coma for 3 days. About 30 days in, you're going to get a pet. A divine pet. This is different to normal pets, which you adopt into your sect by shooting them with hunting bows, which are somehow blunt and tipped with anesthetic. This may sound very stupid, but on the other hand, Gundo Musashi had bullets that put you to sleep, and that was a masterpiece. Anyway, he starts off as a baby and grows larger with time.
What? Why is he so large? Why is he so big?
Also a little shit, and you're gonna have to keep an eye on him before he destroys your sect. For example, my friend saw one of his cultivators doing a breakthrough, and he thought to himself, fuck, my man is literally shitting himself. This is one intense breakthrough. Turned out his dog was feeding laxatives to all of his inner disciples.
I like the face. It's like the troll face.
Is your responsibility to teach them right from wrong. Peasants slacking on the job? Yes. Attack outer disciples. Give them some cardio. Drug inner disciples with euphoria pills? Why not? Give them some opium. An injured stranger wants our help? Yes. Attack unknown mortals. Kill them. Whether you raise him to be a functional member of society.
I'll never defecate on a bed. True. Me neither. Me neither. That's nasty.
Or a four-legged sociopath is
no, don't do it.
entirely up to you. You can even rename him to something a little more Chinese. If you include the Bamboo Forest DLC, which adds a pair of pandas, there's 5 pets in total. They're incredibly cute and generally amazing. At the beginning, your sect can only hold 12 members. This increases to 24, then 36 as your reputation increases. Reputation also increases.
Bro, Amber Heard moment. That's crazy. I'm still so confused. I remember when the thing was going on with Amber Heard and was it Leonardo DiCaprio? I think so, right? I forgot. But did this actually happen? The bed shitting thing? Cause like, what the fuck? Oh, it was Johnny Depp. I'm sorry. I'm not good with actors. I don't know actors very well. Okay, it actually happened. It did happen? What the fuck? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know the whole lore about it, but... Okay, anyway.
The power level of invading enemies. Don't let this number get out of control, or you'll experience...
Oh, hi, Lena! Hi, Lena!
firsthand what it's like to lose a 50-hour game in 5 seconds, which is a good time to inform you that in this game, you can draw Chinese talismans with your mouse.
Oh, wow! She took a poop and called it trolling. No, but actually, was she, like, trying to, like, troll him or rage bait him? Or, like, why did she do it?
Accuracy of which determines the blessing. You can even draw...
Oh! But that's pretty cool, honestly. That you can just draw them. Wait, you can draw...
on a blank sheet of paper, and it's still gonna work. I know...
Oh, you can draw your own talisman. Oh, she was rage bait. Wait, what? Okay, so she shot the bat to rage bait him. Okay, anyway. Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, fuck. That's kind of insane, but... Anyway.
Because somebody drew a swastika, and apparently they can now use the oven 12% faster. So please draw a bunch of invisibility scrolls and wear them when you go on adventures. Your sect will thank you each time they haven't been murdered in your absence. It's not easy to make stacks in this game, which is why we have to trick villagers into filling our ranks. We do this by making small talk, finding out that half of them love nothing more than to ravenously consume shit and...
What? I am so confused. What is this game? I guess it's probably randomized? What the fuck?
Invite them over, because we're gonna need a lot of manpower for our Chinese sweatshop, as inner disciples cultivate immortality, outer disciples cultivate huge plantations of cotton. We're gonna process that down to fabric, and we're gonna wait, because very soon
Yeah, this game is half poo-poo and half phalluses. Why is there so much about poo-poo and about phalluses?
merchant is gonna show up. He operates on a
And
sweatshop
furries.
economy. He's gonna pay you garbage, so you better have a high volume of garbage to sell. Luckily, our emaciated peasants have worked hard this summer, and we just earned 10,000 spirit stones. We're gonna celebrate by losing it instantaneously,
Oh.
because the merchant also sells an invitation to an exclusive event. Read the token, and we're off to the auction house. Have you ever gone to an auction where you can't even see what's being sold, but instead are given a vague description? Hard, lumpy. A man's
But that's like mystery boxes. That's like mystery boxes, guys.
hand shoots up. I'll take it for 10,000. Not to be outdone, I raise his offer. I'll take it for 12,000. Another joins in. 13. Another raises. 14. The rest fold because they're poor as fuck. Those who remain keep raising.
It's like
Eventually,
gambling.
there's only two of us. One final raise. 56,000. I won the bid, but I don't have 56,000. But
Oh.
they don't know that. The auction ends.
What?
It's time to pay. I can't pay. I am under arrest, but I'm not, because I am a mannequin made of straw. I never went to the auction. I took a clone pill and sent my body double. And that is a good summary of
What?
the auction house experience. It's not about what we
What?
bid on. It's about why we do it. We do it to flex
You can do such things in this game?
on the poor. While keeping a low profile is important, you should expand when given the chance. You see, your sect is local, but we can export the culture, the lifestyle, and the religion to the rest of fantasy China. To do this, we establish agencies. Then we set a policy for each region and grow our influence. Depending on the policy, you get random events, which have to be solved using insanity. You get a bunch of buttons, which I assume is what a paranoid schizophrenic's dialogue options look like.
Wait, select one of the following. Social, wait. Social, battle, cha. Oh, charisma, intelligence. Food, spirit, wood, stone, disciple. Okay, I see. So this time I know what the hell is going on. What? This is also like my dialogue options for stream, guys. I'll just yab about it. What do you mean I don't have any of those? I literally, hi pie. I have food. Right? I don't have wood. I have spirit. Come on. You can't deny that. I have a spirit, okay?
Bunch of buttons, which I assume is what a paranoid schizophrenic's dialogue options look like, and you press whichever one you think is appropriate to the situation. Options include
Social.
talk, bribe, kill, seduce, or throw a rock at someone and stone them to death. Foreigner,
Wait, that's a stone option? Are you serious?
counting the local, murder him. Another sect is preaching about their faith. Pay them 100 spirit stones to fuck off. Is it currently Ramadan in the Great Desert? Start handing out food. Believe me, the longer you do it, the more sense it makes, or the more warped and psychopathic your reasoning becomes. For example,
What?
you're building a wonder and some people drop by to ask what you're doing. Wrong answer, debate Feng Shui. Correct answer, beat them with a club. If you solve stuff correctly, you get a bunch more followers. Followers can dig up natural resources, generate belief that converts into experience,
Can you guys do that too?
completely skipping the grind of cultivation,
If
and
you're
be
following.
sacrificed for the greater good. You see, we're gonna need a lot of anguish soul gems, which are formed from a painful death in ominous Feng Shui. Luckily, with agencies, there's no shortage of fresh and willing mortals. With reputation, you can build a sect gate. This is the front door, where hopeful
No.
mortals arrive to prostrate themselves, begging to be recruited. But instead, we're going to build a Hellgate, which is the same gate, but in a room with ominous Feng Shui at a comfortably cool temperature of absolute zero.
How? I like how easily you can achieve absolute zero in this game. Isn't that like... I mean... Okay,
They're
anyway.
gonna recruit mortals from every city. They will arrive, pray to Hellgate, and
What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
freeze to death in horrific agony. And
I was gonna say, like, they're gonna freeze, right? Like, you can't survive in minus 0 Kelvin. You can't survive at 0 Kelvin for that long, right? Yeah, 0 Kelvin is when atoms entirely stop moving. Yeah. Wait, what?
from every city, they will arrive, pray to Hellgate, and freeze to death in horrific agony. And the negative moral consequence of such an action? 0, because they have died through no fault of our own. This is a good time.
Bruh. We never managed to get to 0 Kelvin in real life. I mean, that makes sense, though, because it's like, it's atoms not moving at all, right? And they're usually moving a little bit, at least. You can live 1,000 of years as well. Realism isn't a priority. Okay, you're right. But I was wondering, how long can you actually survive in theory if there's like minus? I should just keep saying 0 Kelvin. If there's 0 Kelvin, how long are you gonna survive? If you're in a room of 0 Kelvin and you go in with your normal body temperature. 0 seconds? You just die immediately? Are you sure? You can get extremely close to it, but technically never get to 0K. But even if you're like close to it, even if you're like very close to it, because that's still very, very cold, your heart would stop immediately. You would essentially become glass. Oh my god. Okay. I guess I will try not to go into a room that is 0 Kelvin then.
To introduce alignment. Your sect can be good or evil, but preferably we want a balance. So we have good relations with both the virtuous and the demonic. This game exemplifies the Chinese practice of moral relativity.
What are they doing there? What are they, protesters?
If I horrifically mutilate someone's dying body to extract the location of their friends and family, that's slightly evil. But as long as you give them a proper burial, that's a net neutral action. And we have done nothing wrong. Or let's say a curious stranger comes by to ask what you're doing, and then stands there waiting for an answer until he collapses from extreme thirst, at which point I feed him a laxative and watch him shit himself to death. Is it wrong to watch a dying man's ass fertilize my fields? No, not at all. But if I turn a bandit's dead, broken body into a flesh puppet to serve us economically until it rots away, that's considered evil. A bigger question, I guess, is if I get decapitated by a dragon while adventuring, fly back home without a head, and use Yang God possession to transfer my consciousness into the body of another man's wife, would that make me a homosexual? Some questions have no clear answer. Have you ever frozen to death during winter because the wall of your house stood up and walked away? Unfortunately, in this game, that's a frequent occurrence. Without warning, anything on the map can gain sentience. Sentient objects can also...
Okay, what the heck, bro? This fucking game, dude. This fucking game. What is not happening in this game? Okay, I just want to talk to the guys who made this. I think I was going into this. I thought I want to play it, but honestly, I feel like it's too complicated. There's too much. It's too much. Prop hunt as event. True, actually.
randomly enter the map, as I've seen entire pagodas.
I played Balatro. Balatro is not this complicated. I don't think Balatro is complicated at all.
March in and flatten my base. What's the point of them? To grief you. But more seriously, you can turn them into a 14-year-old boy. What is the application of this? Well, you can take a shit, give it sentience, and turn it into a human, who you're going to call Big Chungus, because the guys on Discord data mined the Chinese code and found out that specific set of Latin characters ensures that the sentient spirit will generate with the highest stats possible. Then
no way. No fucking way. So the name, is it just this name, or is it all names that like is it like names determine the, I mean, I don't think you guys know probably, but I wonder if like names determine the freaking stats. Big Chungus the goat. Yeah, he's Big Chungus. Why is it Big Chungus?
You're gonna make a literal piece of shit become a demigod and ascend to heaven. And
Oh, I like that he still has the shit hair.
Then you're gonna make a literal
I like that he has the poop hair.
piece of shit become a demigod and ascend to heaven. And that's what cultivation is all about. By the way, everyone who ever goes to heaven, whether by death or ascension, gets a little epilogue section, so you can follow the shenanigans of former disciples.
Oh,
Here's
fuck.
a sample of the
Anyway.
literary gems you might encounter. Ming Wu reincarnated as an ant, but got drowned to death by a mean child who peed on the ant nest. Then he
Bruh.
reincarnated into a parrot, but because he learned a lot of profanities and was swearing all day, someone plucked out his feathers and he froze to death. And
What the heck? What?
in his next life as a human, he met a strange acting boy, and believing him to be an immortal in disguise that could teach him cultivation, he took him in as his own. However, as it turned out, the child was actually mentally retarded. Later on, you'll find out combat gets a little more complicated with the introduction of formations. To understand what that is, go to another sect and try stealing. The moment you do so, a gigantic bubble forms in the sky and tears you to pieces. This is called a formation. The leader of it is called the pillar, and everyone around them an auxiliary. It follows the rules of Feng Shui, so different elements will feed each other as they flow back to the pillar. It might look very Oriental, but honestly, it's just Chinese Lego. What's the point of formations? To deal with a little cave that appears in our base after about 200 days. If you're not ready and you need to suppress it, give it a nice room. This will buy you some time, but
I don't know.
whatever you do, don't give it offerings. It's going to break out anyway, but your sacrifices will make it stronger. So we may as well piss it off. Welcome to the official casual filter. The first boss you're going to encounter is the Flood Dragon, and it has a chi of about 10 million. Good luck. Honestly,
Bro, it's just a dragon. Flying over the freaking castle. Okay,
if you get to this stage, congrats. Now,
Flood
swallow
Dragon.
your pride, go
Oh
read
my
a bunch
God.
of guides, and install some mods. It'll improve your life greatly. I'll attach the ones I use below. There's nothing essential, but when you have to micromanage the mental state of about 18 different cultivators, it does get tiresome.
Oh
Listen,
my
I've been writing the script
God.
for close to a month. There's no way to include everything, and I want my life back. So here's a stream of consciousness before I give an arbitrary score, and go live in the woods. Each sect has a wonder. Yours is no exception. Go to the ruins of a Tai sect and bring it back. The mini-universe is a game changer. It's an infinite pocket plane that sucks in material and spits it
my
out.
song.
But could there be a
What the
deeper,
heck?
more mysterious function? No, it's just storage. No longer will your peasants have to walk for nourishment, because the best soups of a Wuhan wet market are gonna fly right into their hands. After killing your first flood
Good, actually. You know what? Good. Make the game simpler. Although to be fair, I guess if you I don't know, Dragon these nuts. Okay, whatever, guys. What the heck? Excel spread explanation. Yeah, I mean, I guess this video already explains the game a little bit.
dragon, which will
It already
always, without
helps.
fail, crash its body into one of my expensive cultivation rooms. The game removes all safety checks. You can now summon the Phoenix, which creates 10 days of extreme drought, during which time your base is gonna burn to the ground because you forgot to move a single Phoenix feather, which landed in a bedroom and turned the temperature to about twice the melting point of steel. After
Okay. How hot? Okay, we got the question of like how fast you die when you get into a room that is 0 Kelvin. How fast do you die when you get into a room that is that hot? 'Cause like, I feel like it's also instant, no? I feel like it's also instant, right?
10 days of drought, it doesn't stop. It's permanent. The only way to end it is with a rainstorm miracle, which will make your Phoenix very upset. It's
Carly just vaporized on the spot. I feel like I can imagine that better. I don't know why, but I feel like, I mean, that's the thing though. There's not really a limit to how hot things can be, right? Or is there? Is there a limit? Because like, there's a coldness limit, but is there a hotness limit? Probably not, right? I mean, I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not. I lose in Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Stronger than the Flood Dragon, by the way. Also, you can't kill a phoenix. Each time you do, it's just gonna reincarnate. Maybe I should have mentioned that earlier. Again, good luck. Then there's the Torch Dragon, which is larger than the entire screen and
Oh
comes
my
in a
God.
yin-yang variant respective to the time of day. Each variant is invincible to elements of the same polarity, and even worse, they make him stronger. Also, he's gonna lay a bunch of eggs. You should probably just ignore them. And if you survive all that, there's really one challenge left. Genociding every other sect.
No, I know I would melt or vaporize, but like, how hot can it get? How hot can something get without like, let's not think about like the dying part, but like generally, how hot can things get? You know, 50 million Kelvin, is that the limit? That's pretty hot, I think.
And beating them into submission. Once that's done, you can truly say, I finished the game. Now you can go back and play on the real difficulty. I do, however, have some major complaints. Remember the story? The plot? Weren't we supposed to investigate the mystery of a Tai sect and why it was destroyed? Yes, but the process of doing so is so terrible that I'm just gonna save you the pain and tell you instead.
British summers, the limit is crazy. But yeah, I agree. I feel like if you hate yourself, this is a good game option. I mean, I don't know, but honestly, he hasn't said anything about dying in this game. Like, you can't really, can you even die at all in this game? Hottest ever achieved on Earth is 5 trillion Kelvin. Okay, that's a lot, but what about off Earth, you know?
Process of doing so is so terrible that I'm just gonna save you the pain and tell you instead. You see, every character that's not your own can be interacted with, and we uncover the plot through the talking minigame. Primarily, this is done by adventuring to another sect. You talk to people, you get favor. After a while, you don't get favor. You only get favor from juicy gossip. So, you have to talk to another character, learn something about them, go back to the first character, and tell them a secret about the second. But to get the secret from the second, I'll have to talk to 20 other people to have enough gossip and rumors to trade for more gossip and rumors.
Is that how socializing works? Is that how socializing works? How getting friends works? You just tell them the secrets of other people? What the heck?
An infinite web of high school bullshit. It's the experience of being a teenage girl, because you can't get the information you need directly. You have to go through the PMS chain of command to learn absolutely anything. Now, here's the big problem. You might see a little question mark on someone next to the mystery tab. These are the people you need to investigate to solve the mystery. Again, you have to ask an entire sorority if they think that person knows something. If you ask them face to face without circumstantial evidence, they'll act dumb and say nothing. And even if you know that they know, they still have to open up to give you that information, which is dependent on their personality. If they're naive, that's the best case scenario, because you don't have to do anything.
That's me! No! That's me! Fuck! Oh, no.
If they're greedy, you have to bribe them. If they're weak, you have to kill them. If they're
No! Oh, no!
tough, you have to gaslight their personal weakness. But if they're withdrawn, unfortunately,
Bruh, weakness 2 times anxiety.
if they're tough, you have to gaslight
Weakness, regret, anxiety.
their personal weakness. But if
Bruh.
they're withdrawn, unfortunately, you are screwed. Because the only way to make a withdrawn person open up is to make your spirit dog act playful in front of them. This requires a fully grown spirit dog, which can take hundreds of days, and
Bro is just huge. What the heck? Planck temperature. Max temperature is called Planck temperature. Okay, I see. Regret. You have 3 anxiety. I mean, what's my weaknesses? I mean, yeah, I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe I have 1 regret, 2 anxiety. No, I'm kidding. What else is there? I mean, what would I be?
Got any juicy gossip?
Thank you for 100
XDX.
bits. Oh no, you can't. Just because I'm naive, you can't ask me about the juicy gossip. VTuber, that's my weakness. Are you serious? You gotta be a bit more sneaky than that if you wanna ask me for juicy gossip. Maybe if you show me your spirit dog. What is it? Acting playful.
Each time you do it, he loses intelligence from the retardation of this minigame, which takes 10 to 20 days to recover. About 20 hours in, my eyes bloodshot and attention slipping, I managed to solve the first two mysteries.
It's not
you do
an
this by finding
innuendo!
clues, participants, and motives, and slapping them together. The more you find, the more complete and accurate your solution.
Okay, any gossip? Okay, I have gossip for you. Did you know that Amber Heard shat on the bed to rage bait Johnny Depp? You did know that. I just said that. Did you know that I have never peed in a bed before? Isn't that pretty good? I know this is not something you would expect from me, but isn't that a good? It's true. It's true. It's true. I've never peed in a bed.
Then I talked to the next 5 characters, and they were all withdrawn, and I quit the game. I have
At
never
least not that I remember.
seen a story mechanic that's more laborious, difficult, and poorly thought out. But it doesn't end there. It gets better. You can do all of that and still hard lock yourself from completing the game.
Don't talk about the bags. Not in a YouTube reaction, guys. YouTube is not allowed to know. The fact you felt the need to say that makes me think you're lying. I don't know. I wanted to say the juicy gossip, but I can't think of anything that's juicy gossip. I'm not sure.
Game because you didn't pick the right option for a specific event on day 565, or you waited too long and someone essential to the plot has died of old age. Still, I wasn't entirely sure about the story, so I had to bring in the expert, resident merchant, aficionado of Ben 10 porn, and mentioned on several no-fly listings across Thailand.
Hello, my nigga. I become rap people because I eat watermelon.
Jap. His hard drive died about 5 times while explaining, but here's the gist of it. The Taiyi sect was attacked. By who? By everyone. Both the evil and virtuous sect leaders conspired together to wipe it out. But what could justify such a strange alliance? Because the old leader of the Taiyi sect is none other than the demon emperor Fu Pekong, who is currently inside
we're not talking
your
about it. We're not
mini-universe.
talking
If you
about
talk to
it.
him, you'll get your answers. You see, cultivation is difficult, but it's also strangely common to see someone go from mortal to demigod in just a few weeks. That's because this world isn't real. Overwhelming.
But like, if you don't have to uncover the story, I feel like I would just look it up online. Is it just me? Maybe I'm too stupid. I'm too stupid for this this game. I'm too stupid for this game. Found some gossip. There you go, guys. We got the gossip.
Filmed by demons, the elders left the great vastness of the universe to this pocket universe, where cultivation is quick, but the creed of heaven is weakening, and once it fails, this universe will end. They took a shortcut to artificial power, and now they're trying their best to hold on. In the final act, a cutscene plays, and Fu Pekong undoes the universe, throwing us back into the great vastness. Everyone is mortal again, but this time, we can do it for real. Finally, a title card drops, coming in 2023. Bug Snacks 2. And that's the story of Amazing Cultivation Simulator. So you never have to...
Bug Snacks mention chat. I mean, there's probably a 20-minute YouTube video about it out there somewhere. I think so too. But to be honest, okay, guys, the one thing I don't know. I feel very conflicted because... In Detroit Become Human, I really enjoyed the story, okay? you can call it cheesy. I you know what? It's fine if you call it cheesy. It's whatever. But I did really enjoy the story. But Final Fantasy 14, my ass does not want to read and listen through the hours of dialogue, okay? So I'm very like, I don't know. Sometimes I like story games. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want to play. I don't know. Bugsnax mentioned, oh yeah, also Bugsnax. Bugsnax was also too much yapping for me. I don't know. I have a very, yeah. There's dialogue in EPEP. Yes, there is. There's a lot. There's a lot. Like the main story in Final Fantasy 14, but I'm not the type of person who likes to read through it and listen to it. I was even thinking of, okay, the Final Fantasy 14 players are gonna judge me heavily for this, but I was even thinking of buying a story skip. I just want to play. I don't want to read or listen to the story, even though it's good. I know it's a good story, but I'm just I don't know. I'm just, yeah. I'm a gamer, not a scholar. What is all this lecturing in my game? I mean, I don't know. It really depends on the game, I guess. Because I feel like, you have to spend money to skip it. Shit. Now that you say it like that, it sounds really ridiculous, I guess. But yeah. That is that. I don't know. I mean, also, like, what was it? This patch was also good, but I guess it's because you buy games like Dispatch and Detroit for the story, but I bought Final Fantasy 14 to play with my friends, not to listen to people yap. That's just me, though, I guess, you know. That's just me, I guess.
Go through that horrific experience. In conclusion, I give Amazing Cultivation Simulator.
But yeah, I don't know. This game, oh my god, I'm sorry. I feel like we get like off topic a lot. We got off topic a lot in this. But I feel like this game, if you don't need the story stuff, I'm not gonna try.
10 out of 10 euphoria pills. I hate it. It's like the Opium Wars, except in this case, the Chinese
What the
are
fuck?
winning. If you're interested, you can get a copy on Steam. Also, it's coming
He
to
actually
GOG
has 634
on
hours.
the 23rd of July. This is made possible thanks to Polish greed and my growing alliance with a CCP.
Poland
because
mention.
I like to bet on the winning team. And right now, that's Team China. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Oh, this time, I was gonna say, this time it's not that long, the credit, but I mean, you see it, you're seeing it right now. Well, is there anything else? Is it just the credits? Oh my god, it's just the credits with China content. With China, okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. That was surely a game. I mean, at the beginning I was like, oh, maybe I'll play this, but now I'm like, no, I don't think so. I hope you guys enjoyed though. Like and subscribe. Come over to Twitch to watch me live. And yeah, I'm finally back. I'm finally sort of healthy again, and I can finally do stuff again, which is awesome. Yippee! My YouTube. Bye bye.